Hola, Sunus más, estamos en el capítulo 15 de Cris Tales. Vámonos. Voy a ir por si acaso a la universidad para ver si ha pasado algo ahí o no. Porque yo no veo ninguna pista para lo del libro. El tío no está.
What's this? A projector. Could be worth watching. Not in its current state, though.
¿En serio?
Matthias?
Leave it to me.
Están vacilando, ¿verdad?
Perfect state as expected. Let us return it to the present.
A projector with Gladys's image. A hologram. A recording from the past. Of Gladys and the twins, it appears.
Activate it! Activate it!
Vamos a ver una escena.
So there you go. Do you have the ring?
Huh?
It appears it's been partially corrupted.
Where did you put the book, Irva? I hid it in the museum, idiot. No one will look for it there. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Besides, after I burned it, it looked like every other piece of old trash. What about the ring? You'll love this. What? You know the statue in the middle of the plaza? Obviously. I stuck it in a small hole under one of the pillars.
¿Qué estatua?
No one is going to find it there. Nice. Huh? Wait, we left this thing on.
The projection ends there.
So the ring is in the statue in the middle of town?
That doesn't seem too difficult.
Let us go, friends.
Y si no está ahí, estará en el pasado. Mira que podría haber completado la misión ya, Pero como soy muy listo y no clico sobre las cosas en el presente, solo voy directamente al pasado o al futuro. Pues como en la vida real. ¿Esta estatua? Ay. ¿Qué estatua me hablan? ¿Qué fuese esta estatua de aquí?
Must be around here.
Anillo de la matriarca.
Well done, Crisbell. Will you do the honors? Of course, Maestro.
Libro sin sello.
Let me take a look at it.
Recuerdos antiguos.
I decided to try again today. They're my children. I can't give up. I'll get through to them, no matter what it takes. I had another discussion with Arvo and Irva today, although it turned into more of a fight, to be honest. I tried to talk to them, but they just wouldn't listen. Still, I've got to find a way to get through. I'm at my wit's end. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I think I'm going to try putting them in charge of the new renovation fund I'm establishing. Maybe if they see for themselves how our money is improving the city, it will change their perspective.
Vale, no dejar a cargo a los tontos estos.
I told Arvo and Irva about the fund. For the first time in a long time, they didn't argue. Maybe we are making progress.
No, lo siento, compañera, no es así, son más cabrones que nunca. Son unos hijos de fruta de... Bueno, lo siento por ti, Gladys, pero ya me entiendes.
Seems like their relationship was bumpier than they let on in public.
This also seems like an unlikely way for a dispute to be resolved.
I agree. This probably wasn't the end of their troubles. So, what should we do now? Perhaps we should speak with the Mother Superior again. And tell her we were able to open the diary.
Vale. Creo que los tiempos de carga son tan largos porque todo se está instalando en el disco duro externo y no es un SSD, creo. Si nos dan algo rico, nudo. No está aquí.
I told you.
Streamlabs OBS como siempre se bugueó. A ver si ahora puedo ir a las minas.
Hold on, Crisbell.
No parece. ¿La otra misión de qué iba? Ah, ya está. Los recuerdos amargos. Las minas dos muestras. Ah, hostia. Me olvidé completamente de esa. Con el Giuseppe del pasado.
Shall we make a rec?
I want to record.
Ya, vale.
Joseph, stop that! Why are you treating Saul that way? That's not like you.
But Mother, she's a Zendarian. The twins were mocking me for being friends with her.
It doesn't matter where she's from. You know that. And since when do you pay attention to what they think anyway? Ignore all of that. Do you like this girl?
I do. A lot.
Then stop being such a ridiculous brat and go to her. Here, give her this.
A mirror?
A very special mirror. If you focus, it can show you a vision of the future.
Oh, es el espejo que encontramos, ¿verdad?
It's not working. Wait. I see. We look happy together. Very happy.
You see? Now, if you're quite done being so profoundly foolish, I suggest you go find that girl.
Sí, que está literalmente al lado.
I really like her.
Está aquí al lado. No tienes que buscar.
He used to be a nice kid.
So it seems. Still, something is missing. And where's that mirror? I want to have a look at it.
That must be the mirror Soul said Rallis took. I think it's the mirror we found.
Interesting. From what we've heard, the mirror was imbued with powerful magic. In its current state, though, it's worthless. It needs to be repaired.
We could ask Rojo.
No good. He's got his hands full repairing the mural.
Si ya está reparado ya está reparado.
Then what about his son? Rojizo, I think it was?
Crispell's right. Maybe we should try talking to him.
Then let us speak with Rojizo.
Oh, you're the outsiders that Dad gave the tools. What can I do for you?
Hello, Rojizo. We were wondering if you could help us fix this mirror.
I'm not as skilled as Dad, but I'm pretty good with glass. Let me take a look. Interesting. It's not like anything I've ever seen, but it's familiar. I think I've read about this in a book before. Is this a magic mirror?
Correct. You're well versed in Teliran artifacts. Do you think you can repair it?
I have most everything here, but I remember thinking you would need something peculiar to create a mirror like this. So, to fix it, you'd need that too. What was it?
I suspect you're thinking of rainbow water.
Rainbow water? Yes, exactly. I had forgotten.
Wonderful. What you have forgotten is only the single most important component. This does not bode well. However, let me give you some insight.
Oh no. Here's where he...
Agua Prisma, or rainbow water, is a crucial component in the creation and repair of certain objects imbued with time magic. Because the rainbow water itself is infused with the magic of the mineral pools, it is uniquely suited to contain the powerful time energies required.
Oh, interesting. So, can you get some of that stuff?
Indeed. We already gave your father the samples he required. Getting more will be no trouble.
Great! I'll get everything ready, and we can start when you bring back the sample.
O sea, tenemos que volver al de esto, ¿vale? A ver si me aparece en la misión tal cual. El agua de cualquiera de los estanques del lago Arcoíris, vale. No debería ser difícil.
Seems like you can use...
Sure.
Me encanta de que vayan en un zapato de una estatua gigante.
Do you want to land?
Yes.
Estaba el primero. ¿Este es el primero?
So, we need a sample for Rojizo, right?
Yes. I think one will be enough.
There should be no problem. Just let me at it.
Vale.
That's it.
This sample should do for Rojizo.
My young friend.
What is it? Look out!
¡Oh, no! Nos atacan. Venga, que sea una boss fight. Las cargas de PS4 parecen las de PS3. Ostras, otra vez estos dos. No, joder. Ah, este envenena, así que... Espera, que era débil la toda esta. Es verdad, no tengo... Ah... Joder. Agua, quizás. Como siempre me he olvidado de mejorar la guadaña del pavo este. Si no, ya se hubiera muerto la hija de fruta esta. No, a ella no, tío. Joder, qué asco. Ay, muérete ya. Está viva, ¿eh? Qué asco de bichos. Este ya no está envenenado, vale. Toca pelotas. Buenísimo. 77, ¿cómo? Ah, este tiene un montón de defensa. Pues le toca a ese, sí que... No sé si con un ataque bastará o no. No ha bastado.
As always, local wildlife objects to our presence.
But we're not the bad guys. Why do we always have to fight monsters?
This is their home. We're trespassing. Uninvited, tramping around, making a mess. Is it such a mystery? Here, we're the monsters.
Well, when you put it like that.
I used small words. It helps. And try to remember, there are two sides to every battle. Neither thinks they're the bad guys.
Should we not return to Rohizo now?
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to be the monster here.
Vámonos a Tomus. Hacer otra misión secundaria. Y a ver si esta vez me dan algo a cambio.
Seems like you can.
Sure.
Joder, ¿en serio?
Do you want?
Yes.
Me queda otra misión secundaria. Y tengo que hablar con la madre superiora sobre lo del libro. Después me quedan las dos muestras de sal. Las minas. Que no sé cuándo podré entrar ahí. Ahí está.
Rohizo, we have your water sample.
Just in time. That's all I need to finish the repairs. Give me a second. There you go. As good as new.
Toma.
Impressive work.
I might not be as good as my dad, but I know my way around these things.
Thanks a lot, Rohizo.
Now, let's go see if we can talk some sense to that Joseph guy.
Antes quiero ver si el anillo se lo puedo equipar, ¿no? Es un objeto clave, ¿no? Sí. Vaya, pensaba que se podría equipar.
You again? What now?
Well, as your old mentor, I wanted to give you something. A reminder of the old days. When you were less... this.
What a joke. And how do you figure? Wait. Is this
What do you see?
my future? I'm alone. And she's alone.
Yes. That's because currently, you're an ass and she's a fool. Things will need to change. You'll need to stop being such an ass. This, in turn, will prevent her from being a fool for thinking you're worthwhile. Or continue being insufferable. You'll die alone. More tragically, so will she. Your choice.
I don't.
Tell her how you feel. Who cares if she's a Sindarian? What does anyone else's opinion really matter?
You're right. After my mother died, I was lost, rudderless. I needed someone, anyone I could find, to give me guidance.
I assume you found Rallis?
She appeared out of nowhere, just when I needed her most. She rambled about things that only Mom knew. She kept saying that we needed to distance ourselves from some people. Unworthy people.
Vaya.
The more she talked, the more it made sense that the only people in Tulira who weren't unworthy were us, the Orowitz. We have power, riches, respect, and they all hate us. Everyone.
Not everyone. Not Soul.
She still believes in me?
She believes that there's still good in you.
Of course she would. That's Soul. I've been such a fool.
Agreed. You are an idiot. Now go and apologize to her.
I will. Thank you, everyone. I'll do better. Be better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to beg for forgiveness.
A ver cómo esto cambia el futuro. Míralos.
I'm so sorry.
Toma.
I was an idiot. With everyone. But especially with you.
You are an idiot. And you're gonna make it up to me. Even if it takes the rest of our lives. Thank you all. This feels like a dream to me. I don't have much. But I want you to have this.
Hostia. Sello de Cinder.
I don't think I'll be returning to Cinder anytime soon. You might need it more than me.
Thank you, Saul. Also, I think this Rawless woman is up to no good.
Yes! Was it the painfully obvious and abundant clues that tipped you off? Regardless, we need to investigate further. The twins seem to have been collaborating with her, which makes things a bit more interesting.
A ver, por favor, dime que es del otro. No, joe. ¿Cómo? Es un objeto importante. ¿No parece? Espera. No, tampoco es... Botas obviamente no es. Aquí no hay nada. ¿Y dónde obtengo este objeto? Es un objeto usable. No lo entiendo. ¿Dónde está? Vaya. Pues nada.
Hello, travelers.
A ver si lo puedo encontrar al vender o algo. Un anillo de sello con el escudo de armas de Cinder. Aumenta los PV, aumenta la defensa y la defensa mágica. Los artesanos cinderianos llevan este anillo como indicador de sus habilidades reconocidas en el mundo entero. Vale, pero ¿cómo me lo puedo equipar? Es un collar. Y no entiendo.
Hello, travelers. I'm here to.
Vale, ataque mágico y mejor el escudo. Quiero mejorar la guadaña. $14.000. Oh. Bueno, casi. Podría vender cosas. Este entiendo de ataque mágico. Vale, pues no sé si tendré un sinderiano después en el equipo o qué, pero bueno, ya lo veremos. Uy, espera. Quiero guardar antes.
Shall we make a record?
I want to record our...
Vale, al funeral. ¿Dónde estará esa hija de fruta? Vaya. That's...
I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the Orowitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Talira first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Orowitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now? Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
Antes de hablar con el tío, aquí hay una conversación interesante.
Are all the attendants ready, my sweet puffs? Are all the attendants ready, my sweet puffs?
Master Wilhelm, did you manage to find a way to open the book?
Indeed. We found the ring and managed to open it.
Estoy hablando con una persona del presente en el pasado. Fantástico.
Wonderful. But could I trouble you with something else?
Of course.
Could you give me that book, please?
Huh?
That book is the last memory of my dear friend Gladys. I would like to keep it in honor of her.
I suppose it's for the best. You can have it.
Oh dear, thank you. I want you to have this. Perhaps you'll find greater use for it.
Clavero punzante.
I guess that's all we're going to learn from the book.
Yes. Let's resume following our other priorities.
¿Tú quién eres? Es que tampoco tiene...
Glad to see you.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Espera, ¿en el pasado? ¿Cómo? Da igual.
So glad you could make it, Wilhelm. It would have been important for Gladys.
¿Por qué yo no aparece una de esto para hablar con esta? Si no...
Are all the attendants ready, my sweet puffs?
Tengo que hablar con cada uno. Bueno, mosca, de verdad.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum were donated by her.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her. It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war. And she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
I'm glad none of those Sindarians came. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
I hate that Risa. She doesn't even go to Mass often enough. There's a picture in the altar.
Yes. A picture of Gladys.
She seems... nice. I'm sorry, Wilhelm. I'm not very good with this kind of thing.
¿Qué vi aquí en el pasado? Pues la tipa esa no está en el pasado ni en el futuro.
You won't get anything from that diary! Besides, it's not like anyone will believe you.
I can't believe I used to teach you kids.
Vaya. Como ellos saben que encontré... ¿Puedo hablar con esta? ¿Con esta sí puedo hablar?
Oh, is that Professor Wilhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced.
Ande y que te den muy fuertemente.
Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
I definitely will.
¿Puedo hablar ahora con la de esto? ¿O me falta hablar con el tipo del lo otro?
Are all the...
Pues nada, he hablado con todos menos el...
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rawless?
Sí, hablad de eso literalmente a su lado. ¿Qué va a oír? No, nada. Es que...
Some, supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad. Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her. I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers. And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
O los vivos del pasado, sí.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, Cris Bell.
¿En serio? Pensaba que había un requisito como hablar con todos o algo.
It warms my heart to see the city prospering like this. My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I won't be here to guide them forever. I suppose there's only one thing left to do. Time to go finish that will I've been working on. Time to go...
Ya está, eso es todo.
I should probably tell Mr. Lucio about this.
Pues probablemente sí.
Cris Bell, did you learn anything useful?
I think so, Mr. Lucio. Did you know Lady Gladys left a will?
I knew she started working on one, once, but not what became of it.
My friends, we now have a special announcement. Lady Rawless wishes to address the group.
Joder, me cae fatal esta tipa, de verdad.
Today is indeed a very sad day.
Hey, that's the bird lady I saw. I think.
But the Orowitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what Gladys would have wanted.
Ya, claro.
And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. The family needs to choose a new matriarch. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that I would take care of the family if anything happened to her. She was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within the family. So, it is with a heavy heart that I nominate myself for the role.
That woman kidnapped my Franny.
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she came out of a magic portal and smashed the mural.
And she... Wait, what? Buki, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? Maybe. I think.
Vaya, un testigo fiable.
I'm sorry, dearie. My memory hasn't been the same ever since I lost my part.
Maybe Rallis disassembled her to prevent her from telling this story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to repair her.
Sí, pero ¿dónde?
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss Spooky?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can still feel around them a bit. They're somewhere salty and dark and full of monsters.
Vaya, las minas
Not
de sal.
very pleasant.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Let's go check it out. Just hold tight, Gladys. We won't let this woman ruin your legacy.
Vale, así ahí también obtendré las muestras para la otra misión. Fantabuloso. Sigo sin entender por qué nadie puede equiparse el anillo. O quizás no he desbloqueado aún la función, o yo qué sé. Porque en el estar en el inventario está. Aquí. Si no en equipables, si pudiera ver qué objetos equipables tengo. To the salt mines. Es a la vez la catedral.
The entrance to the mines is to the west, Crispell.
Yeah.
Let's go find Buki's missing parts.
Oh, thank you all so much for doing this for me, dearies. Oh, perhaps afterwards I can bake you all some cookies.
Crispell, what do you want?
I want to record.
¿Necesito curarme? Nah. Aquí podemos usar el otro poder, el de restaurar y el de deshacer. Obviamente en este caso...
Oh, I see them. Some of my parts are right there.
Perlas de Buki.
Ah, my pearls. Oh, it feels so good to see them again. Once I'm all back together, I'll have to find a proper way to thank you.
Dame un objeto OP y estaremos... Ya no estaremos en deuda. OP de verdad.
Great display, Crispell.
Mira, ahí están. Ese no sé quién es. Bueno, como siempre toca explorar absolutamente todo. Minas de sal.
The last time I came to this area, there was no cavern here.
These mines have been around for generations. How often do you pass by these places?
I do not measure my life by the same timescales that you do. It is rare for an event to occur that is interesting enough to merit my involvement.
What would be an example of something that's interesting enough?
For example, when a time mage comes to the lake with the head of a witness in her bag.
Yeah, I hear you, Kay. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing that happens that often.
All right, that's enough chit-chat, everyone. We have a job to do.
Indeed. I can sense the faint signal of a witness down here.
It must be Buki's remaining parts.
Vaya, ¿dónde voy? Pero no puedo delegar, ¿no? Vaya. Solucionado. Hola, ¿qué tal?
This is the only thing I know how to do. I hope it's helping keep everyone warm in Tulira.
Nope. Todos están bastante congelados. Vale, vamos a ver qué enemigos hay aquí. Vale, son estos. Es el fuego. Acaba de invocar a otro bicho. Joder. Sí, son débiles al fuego, ¿no? Sí. ¡Ah! Los 18. Christopher aprende una nueva habilidad. Otro espejo de estos. ¿Really? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Puede ser analizado? Sí. 18. Vale. Pues... así puedo analizar las 3 fases. Hostia, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? Hostia, Fruten. ¿Es débil? Es inmune al físico, pero ahora sí, ¿no? Ahora que se ha transformado... Si es débil a la magia, pues vamos a empaparlo y con electricidad. Joder, nunca pensé que en este juego habría enemigos así. Mola. Aunque si copian a Cris estamos jodidos. A no ser que no pueda copiar sus habilidades de manipulación temporal, entonces da igual. ¿Dónde podríamos obtener las piezas de ahí, los de estos? No sé en qué lugar puedo obtener las muestras. Necesito 2 además. Vale, después de este combate termino este episodio y grabo el siguiente. Hostia. Al fuego, ¿eh? Uno al físico. Electricidad, para no gastar mucho. Bueno, en realidad no me hace falta gastar, puedo sufrir un poco de ataque, de daño, es decir. Vaya. ¿Cómo? Es inmune. ¿Cuánto de vida le queda? 91. Toma. Chorros a presión. Dime que es un ataque a OE, por favor. Desata una ráfaga de chorros de agua a presión. Inflige mucho daño de agua a todos los enemigos en un lado de la pantalla. ¡Sí! ¡Por fin! ¡Gracias! ¡Joder! Este no ha aprendido nada, ¿no? O sea, no... Ni siquiera ha subido de nivel. 25. Bueno, tampoco creo que lo vaya a usar, así que... Muñequeras de acero. A ver. Todo de defensa mágica y el ataque mágico. Es aquí, ¿no? Pierde 3 de defensa, pero más ataque mágico. 80, 71, vale. ¿Y dónde puedo obtener las muestras? Joder. Espera. Eso de ahí podría ser una muestra. Bueno, primero voy a ir por aquí. Joder. Ay, no, me he olvidado de dejar de grabar este capítulo. Bueno, pues esta batalla y a ver si me acuerdo de dejar. Fantabuloso. Mágico. Y sí, ¿no? A ver. Dice normal, pero no es verdad. Quédate que contesto y... Bastante pasta obtengo. Si podré mejorar al nivel 5 el arma de Wilhelm. Por favor, que aquí puedo coger una muestra, ¿no? El zafiro. Serviría si tuviera algún otro mago. Los otros dos ya lo tienen equipado. Holy moly. Y me he olvidado de terminar el capítulo, como siempre. En el LED lo puedo terminar directamente aquí. Vale, hasta aquí este capítulo. Soy un más y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Hasta pronto.